right now. You keep rambling on. This says this letter's to me.
Right.
How did you get it?
We have a copy. You see, he's got a copy down there.
I never got this letter.
Well, that's why I just delivered the letter to you. You weren't at the last meeting.
I didn't get a letter. How do I know that this is even Mr. Yates? I met with Mr. Yates.
It's on the letterhead.
Are you telling me that I'm lying right now? That me and 4 other gentlemen
I'm not telling you anything, Mr.
Toney.
Representative Yates is telling you that that something is astray here. I'm not asserting anything. I don't have to.
He never sent me this letter. I would have 4 witnesses sitting here right now. You want me to, next meeting, you want me to have 4 witnesses saying that they were down here at this office with me? And I'll have a letter from the secretary. I just called the secretary, asked her if I was down there. She gave me the name of the attorney that was down there. I mean, if you want to bring it all out next meeting, you give me no warning on this. I try to give y'all warning on everything that I'm coming with. Now, you're being unfair showing this right here. I mean, I don't know anything about this.
How many meetings have you come before us to talk about Senator Rick Jeffries? This has got to be the 4th meeting that you brought this up.
Right.
It's been made public that there have not been any conflicts of interest that have been published in the press. So for you to continue to come forward, it just shows that there's an agenda here.
Let me tell you. When I ran for District 3, I made promises that I would help try to clean up the county. This is the kind of stuff that I feel like that I need to be looking at. And I'm coming forward. I made promises. Every one of you guys made promises. You're not holding up. You're definitely not holding up. I held up with what I said I'd do. I'm laying everything out here. You ask me for anything, I got it for you. You show up with this right here, this is a lie. This is a lie.
So you're calling Representative Yates a liar?
Yes, sir, buddy, I am. Because I've got 4 witnesses and his secretary that'll tell you that I was there.
Well,
we met with him.
Provide us the name of the attorneys you met with the Legislative Service Committee, because they do not recall meeting with you. That's what I have been told.
Do what now?
I have been told the group that issued this letter, they even said if he can provide me the names of who he met with and who said it was a conflict of interest, that there would probably be some disciplinary action if that did even occur. But based upon Representative Yates' letter,
this is a lie.
Nobody even recalls you meeting with them.
Me and 4 other gentlemen met with him.
Well, I'm just going by, I can only go by, I wasn't in the room, I can only go by the letter that was issued by the representative.
Have I got it through the mail or anything? This says it was dated to me. What are you doing with it?
I was told to hand deliver it to you if you stood up in front of the public again.
Who told you to give it to me? Who told you?
I was given this because copies were given to both Senator Rick Jeffries.
So you got this from Mr. Jeffries that he went down and conned this man into doing this, I'm assuming. Because this is a lie. This is not true.
From a defamation standpoint, you're now accusing Senator Jeffries of fabricating this letter.
No, I'm not. That's not what I said.
So who do you think created this letter? If you're accusing Senator Jeffries of defamation and lying.
I'm saying this is a lie. This is a lie. Whoever, because
so Representative Yates is lying.
If this is a true letter from him,
then he's lying.
He's lying.
Okay.
Because I was there. I met with the man.
Okay.
I've only met him one time in my life. It was in his office at the Capitol with 4 other people. Now, if he wanted to mail this to me, or Rick Jeffries wanted to mail this to me, he should have mailed it to me and got it to me. It said, I don't know what you're doing with my mail. Can you explain that? Why do you have my mail? This is made out to me, not me and you. It's made out to me.
It didn't run through it's hand delivered. And it was in its own envelope. I have a copy. You can see
So you're going to wait till open session to give me this and not let me prepare for it. Where I can get a letter from Mr. Yates that I was there, and a letter from his secretary that I was there, me and 4 other gentlemen.
So every time you've come before us publicly, you've given us a copy of your transcript of what you were going to tell us. Because you're now acting like you're off put, that we bring up forward information, fact-based information that surprises you. And now you're saying you're a bit mishandled. That just, it seems a little shaky.
Right here. All these letters that I see, they're not putting the company up. They're putting senator. I've never said I've never said that it was illegal.
Well, I think
Now,
we'll leave it.
are you familiar with conflict of interest and appearance of conflict of interest? Appearance of conflict of interest, and from what I understand legally, it's just about like being a
Is there
conflict of
appearance of
interest.
conflict of interest if you're running for political office and you're standing before using the county's facilities, the county's meeting place? Is there a conflict of interest if you're running for office to coming up here and being on public comments?
Sir, let me, you don't know what's going on in my life. Me and my wife, we've been looking at property down in Orange County. I mean, in the Orange Beach.
But you have made the statement you've considered running for the state
I'm
senate.
considering it right now.
Right.
I'm considering it.
So you're on record is that you've considered running for state senate.
I would
You're using
consider
this as a platform.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. This right here, all I got to say is, if Rick Jeffries comes off the Water Authority, which I feel like is a conflict of interest from everything I've read. If he comes off the Water Authority, I'm done. That's the only thing. You had a bad county manager. I'm telling you, you had a victim in this thing. It was uncalled for. If you guys would just wake up and do your job. This right here, I promise you, I will have you a copy from Mr. Yates's office saying that I was there. I'm going to meet with Mr. Yates, probably, if I can, this afternoon. Now, you talk about defamation of character. This right here isn't good for you. To bring something like this out, it's not good. Hand delivered to you by Mr. Jeffries. Doesn't look good. Thank you much.